And already have a dislike? What the fuck? I just started it 30 seconds ago.
Everybody get your hands up.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy. Let's go ahead and get this money in, man. Let's go ahead and get this money. We're gonna be playing Assassin's Creed. This game came out like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, and I really wanted to play it, but when it came out, it was $40, and honestly, that's a little bit too much in my book for this. Hold on, what am I looking at? Oh, Liberation's on here too, that's right. But that didn't sound it. Okay, there we go. This is actually one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games in the series. I love Origins also. Just got done playing that one a couple months back. Then I started on Odyssey. But there's nothing like Assassin's Creed 3, man. Alright, let's make sure everything is right. Ugh. What are we looking at? Bop, bop, bop. Turn blood off, man. Y'all don't need to see no blood. Controls, HUD, that's all good. Start this mug up, man. Let's just get into it. And it comes with the DLC. I don't think I ever played the DLC.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have.
Maybe.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles. My son.
Desmond Miles is the GOAT.
Ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies.
Not gonna lie, I want to skip this really bad.
And the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored
Desmond
the lives
and
of his
Connor.
ancestors, and uncovered their secrets.
Boy.
When that was done,
Ezio.
He used another
Got
ancestor to
Altair.
provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Okay, now if I'm being... Whoa. I never plugged in my damn computer. If I'm being 100% honest with you guys, this is something that I don't miss from the older Assassin's Creed games.
We're here.
Is the Desmond Miles parts. Out of the Animus. That shit, they can keep all that bullshit. Literally, they can keep all that bullshit. We don't need it. Oh, skip that shit. Okay, cool. Hopefully you guys are having a good Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. Okay. Be 100 with y'all. I'm gonna be skipping a lot of this out of Animus bullshit, y'all. A lot of this out of Animus shit is going to get skipped. It's so pointless. It honestly, in my opinion, it doesn't even. I don't know, man. How the hell they get there?
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the
You know,
bleeding effect.
something that I really enjoy in games are games that disguise their loading
talking
screens
to me.
fairly well.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there. The marker over there.
Where's the marker?
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Do I have to do this, Rick? Why didn't he grab that before?
Free run your way through this little obstacle course. That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond, follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Really
All
wish
you
I
have
didn't have
to
to
do
do this.
here is
They
jump
should
the
give
deck.
you a damn option to not do this tutorial.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
My boy Hatham, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, must be loading. I definitely can't run.
Sir? Sir? Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
I'm never gonna leave the Animus to be any of
You
this
are
bullshit.
requested to kindly find your seats.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
What a book.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business, though. Do you see him?
And a statesman, because he's so great, thinks his trade as honest as mine.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
It's an honest employment. So is mine. Like
I already have.
reacts in a double capacity, both against rogues and for them. For 'tis
Okay.
but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mole that sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes
1,000 pardons.
so as to
My apologies.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll stop from the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not mend his hand. This is debt without reprieve. I may venture the book. For Tom
The reason why I can't get down.
£40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation. Or I can get more by her staying in England.
Betty has brought more goods into our lot here than any five of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, live her 12 months longer. I love to let women skate. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the please the game depends. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. 'Twas to her I was obliged to remind.
So nobody sees this nigga climbing up on the side of the damn walls.
She has trained up more young fellows. 'Tis a good system of gaming. Woman that seduces all mankind, like her we first were taught of. In arms, her very light is sheets, when most she's gone. She tricks us of our money with her arms. 'Tis woman that seduces all mankind, like her we first were taught of. In arms, her very light is sheets, when most she's gone. She tricks us of our money with her arms.
Okay, why can I don't know why I've been doing that. Like I know where I'm supposed to go, but it just will not go. Can't do that.
Jeremy's really burning up the boards tonight. He's a marvel.
And let the friends know what I intend. Well, I love to make them easy one way or other.
When a gentleman is long kept in suspense.
This game, oh my gosh, this is really glitchy.
Certainty gives a man a good air upon his trial, and makes him risk another without fear or scruple. But all the way, for 'tis a pleasure.
Leave any wench Venus burn. should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
I don't remember. Did he kill the kid?
Come, please!
Over there! That man there! Seize him! A man was killed in the upper balcony. I've done no wrong. I swear it. Any weapons?
I will say the beginning part of this game when you're playing with Hatham, I love it, man. Hatham is a really good character. Pretty awesome.
It happened right in that balcony.
What are those men doing?
I'm staying where it's safe.
Move! Move!
Peace, friends. There is no danger.
Imbecile! Where are you going? I'll search along here. You search down there. Very well. Find anyone, give a shout.
Let's see. They're not gonna let me out the door. Man, this man can get into the streams, but can't join the party, man.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating.
They lying.
Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things.
Boy, Hatham put a little bit too much baby oil on his
They
face.
are
It's
still
shiny as
an
hell.
enigma, these precursors. One thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Shoot, we got these ship songs.
Some fresh air might do me good.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought.
Must I know when my nigga hate to throw them hands.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
Bro, nobody gets into fights like that, bro. Alright. Bruh. Hold B before the indicator. This one. Okay. This definitely ain't Assassin's Creed Origins, bro.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fans, call this off. If the captain sees us...
To hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side do you on, anyway?
I'm ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why's that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No, but you should be.
Sheesh.
Do you yield?
Never! How do you like these odds?
What's the meaning of this? Captain! Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway. These thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent.
Bitch! And I'm gonna drink your drink.
Good day.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
He's cut our rations again.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
I know it needs to be done, but...
You there! I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up. That skippy fella won't hardly take his hat off. Keeps his face.
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Have any of the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. But beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice? Go find James. His ears are always open.
And where might I find him?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Are you James?
Aye.
Hatham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me.
You about to lead me somewhere and try to beat my ass.
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk them down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
These cutscenes are so awkward. Like, the way that the damn characters move and stuff while they're talking, you can tell that it's an older game.
Evening, sir.
How are things?
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that? Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
He's a shifty fella. Won't hardly take his
He's
hat
cut
off.
our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that you should feast on lamb and whilst we're stuck with tinned fish and biscuits.
Curious. Most curious.
Six days later.
Any news? Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it.
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace! Everybody down! A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead. Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you escorted? Secure the hatch!
Haytham.
Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
No, that shit ain't a pizza.
Were you gonna order some?
No, we have some in the freezer.
I'll go.
No.
You
I'll talk to you in a minute.
I mean waffles. Do you wanna?
I'll talk to you in a minute.
Oh my god.
Excuse me.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right, all right.
I will be right back, you guys.
rope secured! I told you this was madness.
Calm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
We need more speed! Loose the sails! Haytham, you take the foremast! James, to the mainmast with you!
Very climactic. What's happening? Sheesh. That was rough. Good. This boy. Oh boy. There we go.
The rope's too wet! I'm slipping!
Oh, thank you, thank you.
This ship is done. What up? Yeah. Yeah, this is me. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's Assassin's Creed 3. Yeah, I'll play. We just get to the top, bro. Test, test. Test, test. What'd you say? Devin is watching something. Does it sound better now? I think I know what it was.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Alright, I'm about to boot it out. I was playing Assassin's Creed. Go ahead and stray.
Get your hands up. What?